Alright, so we're back with the next video. This time we'll be talking about Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce, the greatest female runner of all time, and people could fight me on that. She's been running since for so long, and you know, even though she's getting up in age, she is still showing that age is nothing but a number. So this is heat 7, the last heat of the women's heats, and it features Shelly Ann Fraser. I remember when I was leading up to the World Championships, I did mention that if Shelly Ann managed to pull off a 6th World Championship title, I would not want nobody to argue who's the best. To come from a 2-month training just to get into the World Championships and then to beat everybody that's been running very well all year long, that would have made that the universe has just lined up against her favor. But time will tell. Like I said, this features Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce with eyeing a historic, because if she were to make this, she will be the only athlete to ever win 6 world titles and 100 meters. Thus, not even Usain Bolt has that type of record. So let that sink in. And mind you, Shelly Ann has been running since 2007 till now. So that's 15 plus years of non-stop dominance on her part. You know, she's the only athlete that has 5 world championship titles under her name. Okay, so that's even more crazier than that. Like I said, let's watch it. Let's see how she advanced and how she gets off the blocks. Because before, a lot of people were asking, where's her significant start, like her signature starts, and you've never seen her like pressure to get out. The only time we saw Shelly Ann like really, like I would say, had like kind of an injury was 2011 at the Daegu Diamond League and World Championship I mentioned, where Carmelita Jeter won the final and beating Shelly Ann, and Shelly Ann got 4th, and she could have almost medaled. Okay, so now let's see what's about to happen right now.
Yes, she dusted us the same way she's beaten everybody in the world, including 5 times at the World Championship. For my money, there's no doubt who's the best 100-meter sprinter of all time.
I'm right with Otto Bolton.
Twice an Olympic champion, 5 times a world champion. Her rounds last year in Eugene were scintillating. 10:87 in the first round, 10:93 in the semifinal, and then 10:67.
So before we continue, so here is the lineup of the people that she has to versus. You know, everybody's good, but you know, it's Shelly Ann. So Shelly Ann is in lane 5. The Japanese is in lane 6. Kambunji as well as the Canadians in lane 7 and 8. Balzu is in lane 9, and Germany as well as Australia is in, and I think this is like a new country if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's not even a challenge. Like running the rounds for them, it's not even that hard, you know.
Blow away the field and win her 5th world title.
That's right.
Look for Kambunji on the outside in 7 as well.
All right.
She's having kind of.
Let's see what Shelly Ann's gonna do.
Make the final last year at Worlds, getting 5th. Zoe Hobbs in lane 3.
All right. You see, she got her signature start.
Of the women's 100 meters, and Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Yeah, it's not even a challenge. It's not even a challenge. The fact that she ran like that out the blocks and still ran in 11:02 goes to show whatever that's coming in the rounds, semifinals, and even finals is gonna be fast. You know, I think it's 3 rounds before they get to finals, right? Because I know in the Olympics it's 3 rounds and then the final. So yeah, it's pretty crazy for what she's planning to do.
To the end, Kambunji and Hobbs follow her home in a very straightforward heat for Shelly Ann.
So Shelly Ann wins her heat, which is heat 7. Kambunji follows after that. I think they take the top 3 or the top 2 to the semifinals, and we all know what Shelly Ann did in the semifinals. So as we get approaching to the final of the women's 100, it's gonna be crazy, because you have Shelly Ann herself, you have Shericka Jackson, who hit a 10.65 this year to win the Jamaican trials to heading to Budapest. You have Sha'Carri Richardson, who ran a phenomenal race to win the U.S. champion. So this is a most dominant field of women that's about to run at the finals today. I just cannot wait. Like I said, this will be coming up shortly on my channel, as we just got done finishing up the men's, and we saw how shocking that was. A lot of people didn't pick Noah Lyles to win. I didn't pick Noah Lyles to win. I thought it was going to be Fred Curley, but the fact that Noah proved everybody wrong, that's even more amazing. That's what makes our sport such an amazing thing, and I can't wait to see what Shelly Ann has to do when she gets to the final.
She's been winning titles since 2008, 15 years later. She looks better than she's ever looked. And one of the things that she has talked about that's concerning, she has a foot injury. It's a foot injury that caused Sonia to end her career.
Because that was even sadder. When I saw Sonia at the 2016 trials pulled back due to that same injury, you know, it felt very sad, because you know how much these athletes put into the work just to get a chance every 4 years. It's not easy. Like, people don't understand. Like, track and field is one of those sports where it's gonna break you or make you, because there's so much pressure that's gonna be allowed, and so much focus that allows you to be great, but it's a lot of sacrifices, you know, it's a lot. But you know, this is what athletes are made of. They work their butt off just to get to that level of high competition. So yeah, so this, we're gonna stop it here. We will definitely see the next video where we talk about Shericka Jackson. I think she's in heat 4 or heat 3. So we're gonna look at that, and then we're gonna close that out, and then we're gonna jump right into the final of the women's 100 meters and see what went down. But so far it looks like everything's coming to plan, and we're definitely starting, the big names are joining the final, as well as heading to the final of the women's 100 meters. Like I said, guys, the World Championship has been such an amazing ride. Like and subscribe to the channel, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video.